Welcome to my table. Have a seat. This is Eleanor with Peaches by Starlight Tarot, and today we are going to look into what other people might be seeing when they look at you. So we have stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. They are timestamped below, and let's get to it. All right, stack 1, this beautiful purple and magenta flower, your affirmation. It says, I allow myself the joy of physical activity. All right, so what else? You have the Chariot, the World, and the King of Pentacles. All right, let me get these straightened up and straighten my mind. Okay. All right, stack 1. This is all very worldly and earthy energy, and it looks like you're into maybe cars or motorcycles. Like you really like your stuff, and you put a lot of work into your look too. So some of you might be dancers or athletes of some kind. I know this is about how people see you, but people notice something about something that you have. Like it could be a really nicely appointed yard or a cute house or like a vintage car or something in your driveway that you take a lot of pride in because you made it that way. So it does actually reflect on you and your skills. So you do like the attention it gets because by extension, that's attention for you. So generally, people would say they perceive you as happy and jovial. You appear pretty fit and healthy looking. You look like you have yourself all together. Whether or not you feel that way, that's another reading. But outwardly, yes, very capable and smart and abundant. It's like however much or little you have, you take care of it and you take pride in it. So you can make a little go a long way and make a little look like a lot. People notice that your movements are graceful. Something about your timing is good. They would say that you're punctual, dependable, reliable, on the beat. That's the thing. I feel like there's dance here, like your rhythm and you're on the beat. Maybe a drummer. You may laugh and smile a lot. I do see a temper that does not erupt very often. It's rare. So it really surprises people when it does because it doesn't seem to fit, because you come off as someone who never gets mad. That person, you could never make that mad no matter how hard you tried. But at the end of the day, you are human. You do get mad, and it can sometimes like shake people a little bit, rattle someone to see that because it's so unexpected. You seem pretty laid back, appreciative of animals. Maybe you might have been seen walking a dog or multiple dogs in your neighborhood. I'm not seeing a very specific style, just that you always look intentional, like you're going for a certain look. So maybe that's why it isn't specific, because you change it up and you try different things. But whatever it is that you're trying, you always pull it off and you make it look natural. Like going the whole 9 yards. You're not phoning in any aspect of it. So from head to toe, all of the pieces fit together and to go. There's nothing that sticks out like a sore thumb. Is that wouldn't be worn at that time? Like it's just that kind of thing. It's like it's all correct. It's all right for the look that you're going for. Some would say well coordinated, meaning like from the colors that you choose to wear to your walk being coordinated. Your hand-eye coordination is on point, and like your ability to use tools is good. You may also know a lot about a lot of subjects, a lot of different histories, and a lot of different places, the histories of a lot of different places. You may have traveled a lot at some point. And so maybe that's how you have that, you know, that history, because you've been places and you've talked to the people from there and heard their stories firsthand. Your friends seem pretty loyal to you. Not a big party animal, but more like road tripping and camping type. So they see you as a ride or die type friend. And some would call this marriage material, I'm seeing. So that's what I have for you, stack 1. And if it helped or was fun in any way, let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. All right, stack 2, your affirmation. It says, I give thanks and gratitude for all that is. Beautiful. Okay, so you have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So stack 2, others might see you as very aware of what you have, and some might use the word thrifty. So money and value conscious. Like, it doesn't matter how much you make. You could actually have a well-paying job, but you're still not going to fritter money away. Like, you're not going to spend just to spend to show off how much you have, because then you don't. It's like, to you, like, Aldi food is just as good as the fancy stuff, because why pay more when it all tastes the same? Because, and there's a reason for this, you're more likely to spend on experiences and thrill seeking, than possessions. Or have that money go somewhere that it just doesn't make a difference. It's like, when it's an object, if you do buy things, it's something wild and fanciful and completely impractical, but there's joy there. You appear to take a lot of pleasure in life because you make it count where you want it to, and you don't waste it where you don't. So, like, do you remember there was a Queen Latifah movie, like maybe a long time ago? It's like where last holiday it was called. She ate, like, for years, just ate lean cuisine, ate her little lean cuisine for years, and she saved up her points or something, whatever it was, and she ends up with this huge lavish vacation because of that. So there's the contentment in the simple that people can see, and it's balanced by over-the-top treats from time to time that you've earned. And it looks so sweet and well-earned because you have so much appreciation for both. You have appreciation for the contentment and the small and the simple, and then you also appreciate the large and the fun and the ostentatious. So people don't judge it when you do that, because you seem to know what you're working with, and they're willing to help you when you need help, because you don't waste their time, you don't waste their resources, and you don't take them or their help for granted. Zero entitlement here. That's the word I was looking for. You are not an entitled punk. Zero entitlement. So that makes people, that's a quality people like. As far as appearance, I'm feeling pretty juicy, tempting, like passionately fiery, maybe red or alternative hair colors. I feel like you might change that color often, actually. I kind of feel like you might drive like a beater car, but it has personality and it fits you, and it frees up your money to put into the aspects of your fashion that really make you happy, that say so much more about you. I just see, like, acting or behaving below your means so that you can save your money for what you really want to, what really speaks to you and lights you up and helps you express. So there's a sense of being an outsider or an upstart, an instigator when it comes to new ideas, and you don't really get stuck or stay there for long. I'm seeing that you're protective of the people closest to you. Like, you recognize that really at the end of the day, they're your greatest asset, and they know you feel that way because you treat them that way, and that's very much appreciated back to you. I am seeing some daredevil energy, and it's like kind of like an I'll try anything once attitude. And weirdly specific for someone, I'm seeing like a scar, a physical scar, like it could be on your head. So, you know, when people shave their head very close, there's no hair there. I feel like that kind of thing. Well exfoliated and healthy looking skin. Even though a few of you may smoke, so people notice you stepping outside a lot for that, but it could be for other reasons. Like, if it's not that, you take fresh air breaks, but they see you stepping outside a lot. It's very refreshing energy. That's what I'm picking up there. You're refreshing to look at, and you're refreshing to be around. So that's what I have for you, Stack 2. And if it was fun or you enjoyed it in any way, let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. All right, Stack 3. There's your flower. Your affirmation is, I dare to be honest and speak my own truth. Okay, so we have, I'm going to go this way. You have the 10 of Cups. The Devil. Interesting. 3 of Wands. That Devil with the truth is very interesting to me. So the first thing that struck me is some people-pleasing energy, but there's a duality to it. A lot of self-control, showing up for others. This truth-speaking feels like a blog or like YouTube channel or some kind of platform that you use to speak out, but it's at the same time highly curated somehow, edited. It's honest, but it's polished, very polished energy, shiny. Your teeth, I feel like your teeth are very white. I don't, um, you know what it is, this people pleasing? It's not your family or your closest loved ones. It's like an audience, giving the people what they want, and they want truth from you, and you give it to them. So home life actually looks very happy, with lots of future plans in the making to expand it, to expand the family or to travel. People can see you preparing for something. People would say that you're a good cook, either that you cook very well or that you really enjoy food or sharing food socially, presenting food. You appear both playful and hardworking, and probably very funny as well. You may or may not feel this way, that's another reading, but to an outsider's perspective, you have everything everyone would want to have in their life. At the same time, it feels like you're dispelling myths. Like, yes, everything is awesome in some regards. I'm lucky, but here's the real. I have my share of problems too. Or this is what it really looks like in my shoes. This is how hard I really have to work to achieve this. People love your honesty, and they love how you reveal this hidden truth, because it makes people feel less alone to hear you speak on things. Looking really good and still being relatable. Your look, your aesthetic, I would call fashion conscious or on trend, always up to date and well groomed. People might see you as a great multitasker, or you make everything you do look good. You might have some great life hacks to share, actually. Like, that's part of the truth that you're sharing. It's like, this doesn't actually have to be this hard. So overall, you look to be well liked. I do see some high expectations, whether that's something that you place on yourself or it's something that others have come to expect, that others have placed on you because of how you've shown up in the past. They look to you for consistency, to keep showing up that same way, even though you might not feel like it all the time. I feel like that can be a challenge sometimes, to rise to the bar that you have set. There might be people out there who wonder if your happiness is genuine, just wondering if that happiness might be fake, just because the reason that is because they have so much trouble finding contentment for themselves, which might be why they like it when you do show the dark side or the occasional uncurated version of yourself or your life. I'm kind of wondering if at any time you've been part of an MLM, because I do see a little bit of like dubiousness when you reach out, like, is this genuine? Do they really want to talk to me, or are they networking? But I still think people are happy to hear from you either way. The final thing, there might be someone wishing they could be with you, but you appear happy, you appear content, you appear to be complete, so they don't reach out. And either it's because they respect that and don't want to mess it up for you, or because of that completeness, they don't see a space for them. They don't see room or a place for them in your life. So that's what I have for you, Stack 3. And if it helped at all or was fun, let me know by hitting that like button, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you.